Chakra balancing. We have been doing these series for the last so many weeks, how to balance your chakras and what are the different chakras in our bodies, you know. And joining me is JC Yogi, who is going to walk us through another chakra. So we are going to be talking about chakra. The third eye chakra is right here. So right here is our third eye. So JC Yogi is going to, there you are.
Good evening and welcome. Namaste.
I'm just trying my best to explain what third eye is. So we're going to be talking about third eye chakra and JC Yogi is right here with us.
Absolutely, yeah. Tonight, yes, we're going to talk about the third eye chakra. So if you haven't been following us, I'm going to quickly recap with the chakra. We started with the root. We move into the Swadhisthana, the second chakra, the sacral. We move into the Manipura, the solar plexus. We move into the heart chakra, the Anahata. We went to the Vishuddha last week, which is the throat. And now we're moving towards the third eye chakra, Ajna. Ajna is A, J, and A. Ajna is referred to as the third eye, or sometimes the eye of Shiva. And this is a really important chakra because now we start to move into the ether, into the space, and it represents the intentions or the intuition as well. You know, when we have this sort of feeling, I have a feeling about this is where we start to tap into the third eye. This chakra has two petals. Yeah, and then the two petals, inside the petals has the Om. So the mantra for this actually chakra is Om. So we're moving towards the Om basically. And the two petals represent the two breaths, the Ida and Pingala. So through the kind of what we call the Shushumna Nadi, and you have the energy channels, and then you have the Nadis channels. You have the Shushumna, which is along the central, and you got the two Ida and Pingala. So they move into the nostrils when we breathe, and they meet into the third eye.
Right.
So often this represents, yeah, absolutely, in that point between the brow. So this is where Shiva and Shakti in Tantra, they actually said, you know, they go through the heart chakra and they move all the way into the third eye. And that's why often depicted as well the eye of Shiva. So normally when Shiva is meditating, his eyes is shut, especially his third eye. Unless he gets so angry, if somebody disturbs him, he opened his third eye. And there's a blaze of fire goes out from his eye. So there's so many ways we can connect through the third eye. So obviously there's this is where we start to move into the meditation. And then we move into the connection from the ground, the earth, into the higher. So we goes into the realm, we goes into the enlightenment, if you want to call it. So the best way I'm going to show you is called candle gazing. It's a great way to open up the third eye. So you can lit a candle. I mean, my candle a little bit kind of like started that burn. I'm going to hopefully, if I manage to get it on, there you go. So if you have a candle, and like I said, my flame a little bit low, so I'm going to leave it low. So you often hold the candle in front of you, and then you focus on that candle. You focus on that flame, you know, going there for about a minute or so. If you want to blink, you can, of course. Don't resist it. And then what you need to do, you close your eyes. And you visualize that flame kind of right in here. And that flame, even though with your eyes shut, you still can feel that flame. And that will really open up your third eye. So it's a good way to practice that on a flame, basically. So this will open up. And it's a beautiful mantra as well with it. It's a simple mantra. It goes, I am, that I am, that I am, that I am. So repeating this as well, mantra, help a lot. So the Ajna, Om is the Bija sound, Bija mantra for it. And then the mantra as well, I am, that I am. Eye of Shiva, or the third eye. And the color, it's always difficult with the color of the chakra. Each one is say different, but sometimes we refer to as a blue, and sometimes like a purpley blue color. But for the sake of some of the flag you see like in like purple color, so let's call it purple for that. That's fine. And then always remember the two petal is where the Ida and Pingala, the two energy channels, they meet into the third eye. And yoga asana, the best one is called Adho Mukha Svanasana, or a downward facing dog. As everybody knows that. And a downward facing dog, because you draw the chin into the chest, and then you're focusing through this point, the brow, it's a drawing to the navel.
Yeah.
And there's always connection between the third eye and the navel energy. Yeah. So between the Manipura and the Ajna, there's always a connection between the two chakra when you do a downward facing dog. So it's a great way to, yeah, so great to practice it. If there's any questions from anyone?
Yeah, no, I was just going to add, there's a lot of research that has been done on chanting Om. You know, when you chant Om, the vibrations of that helps you calm your nervous system. And there's a lot of research that has been done.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, that's why the vibration sound as well. Remember, the sound of the mantras, I'm going to go back slightly, it goes right from the Manipura from below and is moving upward. And that vibration sound, and you notice sometimes sound, for example, on the water, or sound on a singing bowl, especially if you hold it. Let me show you, actually, I've got one here. This is really, really good. So if you hold like a bowl and you tap it, so the sound goes straight into the third eye. It's amazing how it's vibrating. And absolutely, yeah, this is absolutely right. You know, when we do all this is how to goes up into that point and like open up. Because when we move to the last chakra, this is going to be so interesting, so amazing, because that is going to be so much opening in that chakra, part of the alignment. So yeah, this is it in Anya. So let's hope if anyone is joining us, if they have any questions. So if there's somebody joining us, we'll recap quickly. We're talking about the Anya chakra, the third eye, or the eye of Shiva. This is about the intuition, yeah, when we tap into this sense of us, and then goes into the enlightenment. And then often represent as, like I say, the two-petal lotus flower where the two breaths between the Ida and Pingala, they meet into the brow. Mantra is Om, Adho Mukha Svanasana is a downward facing dog, is a great, or I have the candle still lit. You can lit the candle and then you can look at the flame and you gaze on the flame with a soft gaze first, then you close your eyes. Once your eyes are closed, you can see the flame, or you can feel the flame between the brow lit there. And enjoy it. That's the most important thing. And thank you so much. And one thing I want to as well mention, a lot of people ask me in the classes here what I teach. You know, I am not experienced that, for example. Please don't be afraid. Don't worry if you don't experience that. This is all this energy and how the energy moves. When I started my practice and my journey in yoga, I didn't really notice any changes. Why? But one thing I will tell you why. I was resisting it. Yeah. Once we resist something, it's going to resist us back. Once we really and truly open our heart and we start to receive this beautiful energy. So some days you might not notice that. Some days it might happen. All I ask is just be on your body, be in yourself, be in your breath, and let this happen. Let this come without any resistance. And then magic definitely can happen through them.
Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
Really beautiful.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Vida.
Thank you
Hopefully
so much.
We'll see you next week for our last chakra. Pleasure.
Yes, thank you. Bye-bye.
Namaste.